Hello, you. Welcome to Geekism and welcome to a new Planet Zoo update video. We've got a new dev journal today. Love these. Really great to see some new stuff from them. Today it's all about facilities. It was put together by senior artist Joanne Taylor, lead designer James Taylor, no relation I believe, and senior artist Fern Hilborn. If you're a fan of Planet Coaster, you'll know Fern. She pops up on the Planet Coaster live streams from time to time. And they're discussing the facilities. So facilities then, these are all the buildings that your animals and your staff have to interact with on a day-to-day basis to keep the zoo up and running. We've seen a few of these now, but there are some new stuff being mentioned here that we haven't heard from already. I'm going to go through the full list and then we'll go into it a little bit deeper. So first of all, the Keeper Hut, which is where food is prepared for the animals. The Power Facility, where power is obviously generated. There's also a water treatment plant, similar kind of thing, where they're going to be making sure that the water is nice and clean for the animals. There is a quarantine building, which is used to separate infectious animals from healthy ones to prevent the spread of diseases. There's a research centre, which is used by vets to research animals and improve the zoo's understanding of them, which brings multiple benefits to the zoo, it says here. There's also a staff room, which is pretty self-explanatory. The trade centre, which is the physical embodiment, of where animals are bought and sold. And they come and sit there in sort of like a holding area until you're ready to place them into the actual exhibits. Then we have the vet surgery, where obviously poorly animals are taken to get fixed, I guess. And then a new one we've not heard mention of yet is the workshop, where mechanics can perform research to unlock new items for the zoo. Fern says it's very important to have these facilities in a management game like Planet Zoo because they are at the very core of your zoo. Without them, nothing would function. Facilities provide your staff with the tools that they need to work, train and rest. Ensuring that they are happy means that your animals are more likely to be well looked after, which in turn makes your guests happy too. Oh, it's the circle of life. So one thing I will notice and say about here is that there's a huge increase on this compared to Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster pretty much had staff rooms and toilets, and that was around about it really. So here we now have water and power to deal with, similar to Jurassic World Evolution, and how they work seems to be very similar to Jurassic World Evolution. The water and the power facilities both have areas of influence, and they have to be near to buildings to run them or to clean the water from water that you place down. And it's pretty impressive because it's the water that you place using terrain tools needs to be cleaned. So it's quite a neat feature, that. And if you don't clean them, not only will guests not be able to see animals and feel like the animals aren't being well kept, also there's a possibility that the animals will get ill from them as well. I think a lot of these don't really need much talking about, really. Where they go to prepare the foods, the Keeper Hut there, the staff room, that kind of thing, all pretty self-explanatory. The workshop and the research centre I do find quite interesting. So the vets are going to use the research centres to research animals to improve the zoo's understanding. I think it's been talked about now that the billboards that you can place that will automatically generate information about the animals, they will get more detailed depending on how much research your vets have done. I imagine also that things like enrichment items will probably be researched through this system, and then the workshop that the mechanics work in for their research will probably be where we unlock building sets, maybe different types of store, that kind of thing. You also talk about energy sources and how the workshop mechanics can create new ones, including renewable ones. So again, we've seen a few of these in the Gamescom builds. There is a generator, but we've also seen a solar panel system, and we've also seen a wind turbine as well. I imagine through the finance mode. No, what's it called? It begins with an F. Oh my word! About total mental breakdown. Franchise mode, that's it. Through the franchise mode and through the career mode, I imagine you start off with these sort of gas-hungry guzzlers, and then you can build up to having renewable energy sources, which are going to make your zoos have a higher rating. It also says it will impact the guests in a different way. I'm not really too sure what that means, whether that's just sort of dev speak or it means that maybe they prefer the zoos that are cleaner and stuff. That makes sense, I suppose. They go on to say that they are working hard to make sure they give a wide range of blueprints for every facility type in every theme at release. All of our facilities are set up so that they will fit with all of our wall sets, so you will be able to decorate these however you wish. but also wanted to make sure that those who prefer to focus on management will be able to do so while still being able to create a zoo that looks great. So again, very similar to Planet Coaster, all these buildings are sort of boxes, empty boxes that you can cover and make look as good as you want, but obviously if you're not creatively minded, I suppose, there are going to be ones that the game gives you straight away, but also the Steam Workshop is going to be full of stuff that you can place in as well. All awesome stuff, really. Not a load to talk about today, to be honest, but definitely interesting to see. They're really taking a lot of feedback from Planet Coaster and Jurassic World Evolution as well, and making sure that the management side of the game is just as strong as the creative one as well. Very excited to get my hands on this now. Only about another 10 days, I think, as I'm recording this, before we get the beta. So make sure you keep it here on Geekism for all your Planet Zoo news. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks to all of our Patreons. They make these videos possible through their incredible support at patreon.com/geekism. And don't forget to check out our affiliate links. Get yourself some cheap games and other goodies while supporting the channel at the same time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.